Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be going over is God is telling you that your friends turn to foes. That the reason why you accumulated all of these enemies and haters and adversaries, right, is because of the way that God started blessing you, right? God is saying that these people turned into an enemy once he started blessing you. And the reason for that is because God was showing you, right? God was showing you and prepping things up in your life, right? To prepare you for the next stage of your life that he was going to take you to. And see, the thing is, a lot of the times you will have people that surround you that are secret enemies, which is the worst kind of enemies to have, right? Because these are the people who you can't really determine what's their standing in your life, right? You don't know how they're moving. You can't really pinpoint their next moves because they're a secret enemy. So you had a lot of these people, right, that weren't on the same level as you, weren't achieving the same things as you, weren't being blessed like you were. You had these people that were around you that claimed to be your friend, that claimed to be a lover of yours, that claimed to have your back, and then these people turned into a straight enemy. Be it they backed up from you, be it they started talking bad on you, down on your name, be it that they just started alienating you, judging you. For whatever the reason, they turned into an enemy because God was blessing you continuously, tremendously, out of this world. And see, the thing is, one thing about it, you, no matter how many people go against you, it's not going to stop, detour, hinder, right? Or stagnate your position in life, the position that God is prepping you for. It's not going to block any of the blessings that God had already predestined to bring into your life. You get me what I'm saying? Nothing that these people do, nothing that they did. It's just that in God exposing them to you, it prevented any other harm from coming your way, right? It prevented any complications. It prevented any troubles that may come your way at the hands of these people. You get me? And one thing about it, be glad that these people exited out of your life. Be glad that God exposed them to you. Because at the end of the day, be glad also that these people chose to back up from you. Be glad that they chose to bless you with their absence instead of cursing you with their presence. JC, back me up. GP, you with me? You already know what to do. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to join the JC gang. Reach one, teach one. We ride together. We slide together. JC gang for life. Be glad that these people chose to stop being your friend, chose to stop keeping it real with you, chose to back up from you, chose to turn into an enemy. Be glad that these people bless you with their absence instead of cursing you with their presence. Because let me tell you something, what was going to happen. God was going to keep blessing you. God was going to keep elevating you. You was going to keep being abundant, keep being prosperous. And then these people was going to keep circling around you, being in your life, seeing what was coming your way, seeing what's not coming their way. And you know what was going to happen? Because they came into this with a black heart. They came into this with jealousy and with envy. They came in this with malice, with ill intent. That was just going to grow. It wasn't going to go nowhere because you had them in your entourage, because you had them in your life, because you was blessing them, because you was humble. That wasn't going to go nowhere because these people were imbalanced. They were imbalanced. And see, the thing is, what that was going to do as it grow, that's when people's minds start thinking and plotting and conniving and trying to see what they can do to cook up some plan to go against you or to extort you. I'm trying to tell you something. To take from you, to deplete you, to hinder you, to block you, to sabotage you. See, you don't have to worry about any of it because God's saying nothing that they do, nothing, no matter how many enemies go against you, it was not going to stop your blessings. God was just trying to bless you with just peace so you wouldn't even have to worry about it. Be glad that it happened when it happened. Be glad that these people got out your life, exposed themselves when they did. Because the only reason why they turned that way is because of the way that God was blessing you, baby. People like to be around people and gather around and flock when a person doing bad so they can look like they got this fake hero syndrome. Like, oh, I'm the best friend of the year because I was there and I was doing this and I was that, but it was all fake. They masked how they were just happy at the fact that you was going through these pitfalls, these downfalls in your life. They was happy. They wanted you to glorify them for their fakeness. Wanted you to glorify them for being fake. Because they was trying to mask how deep-rooted the hate was, the jealousy was. Because they knew they didn't have no reason to be that way towards you. A lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, you have people around you that see things in your life and they want that. And then they try to attain that in the worst way, in the wrong way, by going against you and being an enemy. That's why a lot of these friends turned into foes. Broke up relationships. Got with people that you knew that you was loving behind your back or after the fact. Tried to come up with ways to fraud you, to take from you, when all you was doing was showing these people love and coming real. Some of y'all question yourselves like, dang, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is getting too hard. This journey is getting too hard, because the more I get deep into my spiritual journey, the more people alienate themselves from me, the more that I feel that I am alone in doing this. You get me what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You got to ask God for forgiveness for even allowing that to be a thought that crossed your mind. Because I tell you all the time, like, with this come great responsibility, but it's also come with great blessings as well. Because that man got to reward you for doing something that the masses won't do or won't find easy to do. That's why you lost people. They were never supposed to be in your life, or was never yours to begin with. They was never loyal from the jump. It just seemed that way because of history, because of time. But bit by bit, piece by piece, things started to unfold. And as things started to unfold and unravel, and things started to progress and elevate for you, or maybe decrease from these people, or maybe nothing bad was happening with these people. Maybe they was doing good too, but they just didn't want to see you do good. But as soon as it started happening, it became a problem. They didn't want you to be great. They couldn't let you be great. Couldn't let you be the smart one. Couldn't let you be the pretty one. Couldn't let you be the successful one. Couldn't let you be the one that, you get what I'm saying, grabs people's attention. You got a lot of people who carry that spirit. They carry that spirit, and you feel me? Like, it's like they pride and their ego get in the way of what's real, what's genuine, what's the right way of doing things. You get what I'm saying? You got a lot of people who was around you that just wanted to compete with you so bad, wanted to follow behind your footsteps so they could be glorified and looked at as doing something better or being better, instead of just following on their own path. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? God say that these people turned into an enemy as soon as he started to overflow and overfill your life with all these blessings. As soon as he started to bless you, that's when these people became a straight enemy. And the more and more he started to bless you, the more and more enemies started to unravel in your life. See, a lot of people didn't want to be around you, because to be around you is a direct reflection back on what they're not doing in their life, what they haven't achieved in their life. And it's not like at the end of the day, you weren't humble with it. But God's saying, man, never mind these people who wanted to exit out of your life, who didn't want to do you right. Because he enabled you and blessed you and put you in a position to surpass all these people. And you handling it with style and grace. You ain't rubbing nothing up in nobody's face. But God said, if you need to stand 10 toes down and go ahead and stun on them, you can. But you ain't going to do it. Because he told you and you promised him that you would remain humble. And because of your obedience, because of every situation you was placed in and how you handle it, that's why God is going to keep blessing you. See, people don't even understand, man, like, it ain't no recipe. It ain't no special ingredient. You're just being you. Your real, true, authentic self. You treat others as you want to be treated. You are the change that you want to see in others. You are an example. You are a leader. That's what people don't understand. You treat people with the same respect as you yourself want to receive in return. You don't sit up here and try to go against people. You don't sit up here and be sneaky and fake and phony. As a lot of people that was in your life, that exited out of your life, were. So at the end of the day, man, be glad that these people blessed you with their absence instead of cursing you with their presence. Because let me tell you something, they were secret enemies anyway. And the mask came off, clean off, because the blessings kept coming in your life. You kept being blessed. You kept being elevated. Things kept progressing in your life. You get me what I'm saying? And it's going to continuously be that way. But at the end of the day, I just want you to know that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, you got it in me. If you need a life example, you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm that confidant. I'm that shoulder that you can lean on, that you can cry on. I'm that listening ear that you can vent to. I keep it real with you. I come with that real. I don't come with that fake. I keep it 100. I keep it a buck with you, man. I'm going to tell you what it is and I'm going to tell you what it's not. Let these people go and release that. It was never nothing wrong with you. It was always something to these people. Never mind who they cool with. Never mind who they roll with, who they support. Treat people accordingly based on how they treat you. That's all you got to do. They show you that they are enemy, let them stay there. It ain't for you to, you know what I'm saying, pitch your case. It ain't for you to sit up here and state your claim and try to get people to look at you a different type of way, or try to get people to listen. Let it go. Because the reason why is something that you can't control. You can't control the amount of blessings that's coming in your life and on the level that it's coming in. And that's the level that it's coming on. You can't control that. Likewise, you ain't going to be able to control these people, how they receive it and how they take it and how they treat you. So you need to take that, understand that, receive that, and thank God that he blessed you. Thank God that he turned your life around. Because you're going to have the right people come in your life, man. You're going to have the right people come in your life that's going to do you right. That's going to genuinely be a good friend to you. That's going to genuinely, everything that's going to come into place with your relationships. I speak that over your life. Because you good people, man. So you deserve a good person. You didn't deserve these fake people. That's all God was trying to show you. You deserve somebody that's just real and going to keep it 100 and come the same way that you coming. So don't fret. Don't be sad. Just back up. Move forward. Understand. Realize it. It's cool. And then the right people that's going to need to be in your life is going to come in your life. Period, point blank. And until next time, man, I want y'all to stay prayed up and I want y'all to be blessed. I love y'all.